My name is Kala, Arvind Kala. Lesbians are anti men, meaning they badmouth men all the time. But in their own intimate relationships, lesbians quarrel and they even beat up one another. Now, how the hell do I know sitting here in Goa? Because I get it from the world's most authoritative sources. Because ever since gay marriages were legalized in 30, 40 different states, there's a flood of data. And let me quote you about England and Wales specifically, for example. When I say that lesbians form unstable relationships, lesbian marriages last only 4.5 years, whereas a marriage between two males lasts 6.5 years, 1 year more. And the most stable marriages are heterosexual marriages, which last nearly 12 years. Now I'm talking specifically about England and Wales, and it's the same story everywhere. For instance, there were around 1,100 divorces in England and Wales in 2020. 70% of them were lesbians, meaning obviously they don't get along. And when I say that their victims are lesbians are beating up one another, because half the married lesbians reported domestic violence. Now, if there are two women who are married and living together, obviously they're beating up one another, because that is domesticity for these women. So everywhere that is how it is, and they badmouth men. But all these lesbians, they are unable to get along with one another. And then the best of our heterosexual marriages, they report the least violence. Bisexual men and bisexual women, they report the most domestic violence. Men who sleep both with men and women who sleep both with men, they are either beating up one another or getting beaten up by one another. This is what happens, and the least violent relationships are men and women. Where only 1 in 5 couples something goes wrong, meaning violence wise. So this all, frankly, if I sound anti-gay, I'm not that at all. I'm all for gay this thing, because it's a question. If it's a question of freedom, personal freedom. If Ramesh wants to marry Naresh or Naresh wants to marry Subhash, why the hell should we stop him? If Sita wants to marry Geeta, let them get married. Why the hell would I come in their way? There's one simple fact about homosexuality. There are 1 or 2% of the human race which is gay. They're wired like that. So why the 1% of 7 billion people comes to a hell of a lot? Thousands of millions maybe. So why the hell should we come in their way? But this is one thing very irritating about these gay married couples is a hefty guy talking about his married partner as my husband, a man saying he has a husband, a woman saying she has a wife. Why the hell can't you stick to my partner, even my lover, my eternal companion, my flatmate? What's the point of man saying bloody? It's absolutely ridiculous, yeah. What's the point me saying this is a shirt? No, this is a pajama. I rename it. No, I'm wearing a pajama on top. What the hell, yeah? This world is bloody insane. By the way, across the board, there are around 37 countries which have legalized gay marriage, across half the Europe, Germany, England, 37 states of America, and Taiwan and Uruguay and Brazil and Chile. So many countries have this. And across the board you find that the married lesbians are splitting up more with their partners than male gays. Just look, they spend their time ready when they're not in a lesbian relationship or not married. They're cursing men. When two females get together as a married couple, they're quarreling and even beating up one another. So this is, it's a fact. I thought this is more interesting than talking about the Indian economy. I think it's delicious. Two women beating up one another, two married women. Yeah, wonderful. I wish one could just see that. Yeah, but alas, yeah, where there's no fun in life. What fun it would be seeing two women beating the shit out of each other. Yeah. and pulling one another's hair and boxing one another on the jaw. Yeah. Okay, friends, I think this is good stuff. So please send it to everybody, and please send it to the lesbians. You'll do me a personal favor. All right, I'll get going. Uh, See you later, alligator.